The team's locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Clifford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings. And he loses the football a second time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's see what you got. Show it out. Show it out. Big grip.
On 1st down, McFarland. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
Let's go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Fights him off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
54, come on. 54, come on. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Right there, 54.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You thought we'd see pressure. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, I thought that they'd be very aggressive in that type of a situation, and that's what they call getting home, because home is where the quarterback is.
And where the heart is.
And that heart just got shattered in 1,000 pieces.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. All that, and it only nets them a yard. It's 2nd down.
60 outlaw. 51 to mine. 51 to mine.
Looking to throw on second down. Clifford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, McFarland. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They're going to look to throw. And this one complete to Smith.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down. Clifford finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Dorsett. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifford firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Clifford. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Clifford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's it, baby.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on 4th and goal.
Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because you know it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but you know.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Clifford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Jackson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Throwing on 1st down, Clifford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
On 1st and 10, Clifford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, Clifford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw, Clifford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So they boost their advantage here in the 4th quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the 4th quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Clifford. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Here we go.
On first down, Clifford. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Clifford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Clifford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. On second down, McFarland. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Man, I got you.
To throw on third down, Clifford. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones, but at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them. The last shot.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the